AFTV, over Baldeep. I met this guy when I originally came to Singapore the first time round, right?
Yeah.
And we've become good friends since. I remember he showed us around a lot.
We're
And
brothers now.
you've done the same thing on this trip as well.
Yeah.
So that was brilliant. And we're over here in Hong Kong. I know you come here a lot.
Yeah.
First of all, before we get into the game, number one, that's some stadium.
It is.
And
Air
also
conditioned as well.
Air conditioned, retractable roof, a real football stadium, and also, what a turnout.
Yeah, I have to say, compared to Singapore, I was really disappointed. Milan game, 22,000. The Newcastle game, 38,000 in a capacity of 55. When I heard the statistics of the training session, 44,000 people turning up here. Yeah, training.
Just
midweek.
to see Arsenal train.
Yeah, midweek, and the cheapest ticket was £30. When Arsenal tried to do a training session for free around the season, they couldn't even fill up a little bit. So fair plays to Hong Kong. They represented, and that stadium could have sold out twice over tonight. You know what I mean? The tickets were gold dust today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And 80% Arsenal fans, so fair plays to them.
Yeah,
to come along. So
however,
80%
Arsenal fans were treated to probably the worst performance of the pre-season. And a guy who just came on said it. We look lacklustre. Why? I know it's a North London derby. All right, I know it's a bit of a strange North London derby because it's not in London, but he had a point, didn't he?
He had a great point. And all I can say is this event was built up to be the North London derby, the first one outside of London, UK. And actually Hong Kong, I thought we were all going to step up. And fair plays. When we were watching the training yesterday, all that my son and I were saying to me was, can you do it on a warm Thursday night in Hong Kong? In the same as, can you do it on a cold night in Stoke? Yeah. Can you do it on a warm Saturday? And they couldn't, As much as they showed promise in the training, today was just down. And I have to give, and I know expressions isn't here, but I have to say one thing here. Fair plays to some of the Tottenham defenders. I give my flowers to Pedro Porro and I give it to Jed Spence because they handled the attack like anything. And they bossed Odegaard in midfield, They treated this like the spectacle it was billed to be. We just turned up and thought, I think half the players thinks, I've been out for quite a while. I'm going home tonight, tomorrow, we're done. Yeah, but
I have to admit, I got that vibe as well.
I got the vibe, and that's the thing. Whereas, if this is the sentiment, like 10 out of 10 for the transfers, 3 or 4 out of 10 for the prep, because I look at these as much as we go to America all the time, we come to Asia this time. You look at this and say, this is about the prep to go for the Premier League. We've got 5 games in August, very hard. I don't know if we're going to get 8 or 9 points. I don't want to sound negative, but off that performance, if we get 9 points in the first 5 games. You know what? That's a miracle based off who we're playing and how we're playing. But Tottenham looked up for it today. And you know what? It really makes me hard to say, but they did tackle hard and they did it. I thought the ref was I think I'm going to sound a little bit like Ty. In a Ty coming out, the ref was shocking, wasn't he? There was a few times where he was just like letting it through and he didn't know what he was doing, you know what I mean? But you know what? It's a friendly. Let's just remember, it's a pre-season friendly, But it meant a lot. It was a big spectacle and it didn't live up to it for us as an Arsenal fan, So, but you know what? Fair plays. Enjoy yourself out in Singapore. One thing I have to say about Asia is the fans are great. They always come out. They always support. And people don't realise when they come out here how much Asian fans mean. They have a lot of heart for, for Asia. I spoke to Arteta a few years ago. Stop going America. Come to Asia. Singapore disappointed, but Hong Kong they came out. So fair plays. And I'm happy about that. So.